can read minds, I told the man across from me at the speed dating table. He cocked his head skeptically. I do, literally. Think of a number. He did, and I read him. 3.14159, I said immediately. That was pi, an important number in geometry. A pretentious choice, but at least he took me seriously. He fell right out of his chair. I focused on him again and read that his prior boozy appreciation of my tight-fitting mantis costume had been replaced by fear. Damn it, he seemed nice otherwise. I'm an introvert. For as long as I can remember, I've always had a hard time connecting with people around me, but I still pushed myself to try. Like in kindergarten, when I became friends with a girl named Lily. She was nice, and we got along for a while, but then she started to run down everything I enjoyed. By 7th grade, I was fed up. I eventually found people that I could trust and bond with. In a way, I can relate to the main protagonist of the story, Mantis, for due to her differences, she also struggles trying to find the right someone in her life. But if she keeps pushing herself out there, she might just find what she's looking for. Think of a Number by David Klotzkin. Resigned to it by now, I got up. I don't think this is going to work out, I said, and went to the bar. You doing all right, Mantis, honey? I'm a regular here, and the bartender knows me, but I was pleased she recognized the costume. I'm doing just fine, I said. Then she seemed troubled, so I read her and saw that she was worried about me. Why I never meet anyone. So many people are so kind, but some aren't, and when you're looking to meet someone, you have to know. She gave me a Coke on the house and turned away. It's not fun to read minds. Between the creeps, the guys I scare away, the guys who have ideas on how I can make them rich, and the ordinary issues of attraction and compatibility, there aren't a lot of people I can be with. It's worse than being really tall or having bad skin. Anyway, I liked speed dating at the cave. The place is shabby but friendly, and the gloomy spaces lit by chandeliers with real candles have great ambiance. Here, every day is Halloween. Everyone dresses as they like, and the costumes and dim lighting give anonymity. And when the conversation doesn't sparkle, you can always dance with a guy for a few minutes. The bell rang as the speed dating session ended, and we rotated. I returned to the table and found myself sitting down across from a guy dressed as Hulk Hogan, bare to the waist with a blonde wig. I looked him up and down appreciatively. Hi there, he said. For a change, I wanted to postpone the disappointment, so I gestured towards the dance floor. He was amenable. We spent the next 7 minutes twisting together beneath the chandelier, the candles flickering to the heavy beat, him stomping and jerking with no rhythm, but great enthusiasm. We sat back down and started chatting, and I cooled on him a bit since he was all, "When can we get together?" and "My apartment's just down the street." Then he went to take my hand, and I pulled away. "I can read minds." "Sure you can," he said, staring at my boobs in the mantis costume. "I can," I said. "Think of a number." Grudgingly, he did, leering. I read him. 69. "Nice meeting you," I said, standing up. Back to the bar. A little wholesome lust is nice, but we hadn't exchanged more than 3 sentences. I swear, the more people I read, the lower my opinion of humanity sinks. We rotated yet again. The next guy was short and dumpy, but he had a nice smile, kind of melancholy. He's a fellow Marvel fan, dressed as Dr. Strange. We said hello, and I figured I would make this quick. "I should let you know, I read minds." "Okay," he said. "Well, I can tell the future." I laughed, momentarily put off my game. "You think I like it?" he said. "Whenever I meet somebody, I have to keep on acting all polite and interested, even though I know it's not going anywhere. I've wasted a fortune buying drinks." I gave that man credit for creativity and quick thinking, and played along. I don't believe it. "Why would you?" He pointed to the dance floor, where a woman with big hair dressed as Morticia Adams was now dancing with Hulk, jiving beneath the jittering chandelier. You see Morticia out there? In a minute, one of those candlesticks is gonna fall right off of that chandelier and light her hair on fire. Excuse me. He stood up and walked to the bar. Could I get a pitcher of water, please? The bartender handed him a pitcher and 2 glasses, which he took back to our spot at the table. He then poured us each a half a glass, and we waited. I watched in utter astonishment as, on cue, Hulk flung up one of his arms and accidentally tapped one of the swinging lights. A candlestick then dislodged and then tumbled right into Morticia's giant hair. It caught fire immediately, and then she started beating it with her hands. Hulk, not quite realizing what had happened, beat his own head like it was a dance move he was copying. Dr. Strange then strode onto the dance floor and poured the rest of the pitcher of water over Morticia's head, extinguishing the flames in her hair. He then stomped out the candle. Hulk Hogan, still not clear on what had happened, shoved him angrily. Morticia stepped in and explained, and moments later, Dr. Strange returned to the table. He almost hit you, I said. People have hit me. Once I pushed a woman out of the way before a tree fell on her, and not only didn't she thank me, she had called the cops and had me arrested. Sounds like a terrible situation. It is. I realized he had it worse than me, but he still helps who he can, even when he might get hit. He's a nice guy, and I know that when I read him, he's going to be nice all the way down. Suddenly, short, dumpy Dr. Strange looked a lot sexier. He took a drink of his water. Anyways, you said that you could read minds. I hoped that he wouldn't be scared off by my own talent. Think of a number. He thought of 2. 2. That's right. That's the number of kids we're gonna have.